Smooth as you like. Yet again, approaching from the right-hand side of the microphone. We're back off. It's another episode. Hello, mate.
You alright?
Aye, sound. What you been up to?
Fucking released my new book. If you use the discount code, I think it's Truth, but it might be wrong. I'll put it in the description below. TROOF. You can download it for £1 from my website.
Jack
So,
just got to
get
plug
that
in
straight in there.
the first 30 seconds.
A professional, mate.
Absolute.
You've not turned off the show before that.
No.
I've turned it off now. But
Wicked. What's the gives a synopsis.
a synopsis. Do you know what the word idiom means, don't you?
I've got an idea.
It's like a phrase or a saying, so something like cut the mustard, where it's got nothing to do with cutting or mustard. Like them sort of phrases.
Yes.
So then what I've done, remember what I imagine was the book that you got in the mystery box years and years and years ago? It's basically the second one of them. But instead of it just being with big words, I don't know what they mean. It's where I think these idioms originated from, and what I sort of see in my head when people say them phrases and think about.
I see where this is going.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is typical Jack Fodder. Yes.
Oh yeah, nonsense, mate. But it sounds real. Like
Mint.
so, one of them, hang in there, is like basically means like wait a while. But I'm saying that came about from when they used to hang kids, like during the Sawney Beans event in Scotland, where that guy was keeping his kids in a cave and forcing them to cannibalise passerbys and stuff. So when they had to kill all of his kids,
like the Murphy brood in Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah. I think that might be what that's based on. Is Sawney Bean and his many inbred children.
Is it?
That he'd let that quite possibly. From things I've read, it seems quite similar.
But
so he'd let them kick around bones and stuff and skulls on the beach for something to do. And then he'd send up the weaker looking ones to lure people on the path to try and help them. And as soon as they jumped down, 5 or 10 or 12 of his kids would jump on the passerby and start biting them and push them off the cliff. And then they'd butcher them and preserve the meats in the cave. They had to swim underwater to get into the cave. So it kept the room or the cave kind of airtight, like a natural preservation chamber. That's
fucking sound, that.
Yeah.
That's finally, Jack. You know what? That's the story of yours I'm enjoying. Because it's
that's
real.
not one I've made up.
It's real. It's real.
Yeah.
This is what I mean.
That's not what's in the book, though.
You've brought something to the table there that is real. It exists and is still interesting. It doesn't need you haven't stuck on aliens. You haven't stuck on, they might have been descendants of the Anunnaki. They're just fucking a bunch of inbreds, just Scottish inbreds, just eating people and having a good time underwater in caves.
I can't remember exactly what it was, but I can probably find out at some point and remind the listener if I can. But there was a weird butterfly effect from it. So it meant that the new king, which I think was King James, I'm not sure if it made, because of them, there was one of the amendments to the King James Bible, or if it was a different king. Well, king that was the King of Scotland had come down to be the King of Scotland and England, I think. And then that was the first time he went back to Scotland as king, and it had been a very long time, which then caused a cascade of events as well.
Why did he go back?
Because he was disgusted by what they'd done. So he went there to watch Sawney, I can't remember his wife and his it's like 25 children and grandchildren all be hung.
That is one fucking haggard fanny, that, isn't it?
Yeah. And all of her kids are having a go on it and all.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's got a high mileage. Service history on that must be pretty
miles
sketchy.
Of penis,
just
but not miles of genetic code. Inches of genetic code, but miles of dick. But anyway, hang in there in the book, right?
Yes.
So then I'm saying that phrase originates from when they used to hang children, because children don't weigh enough to be able to be hung by rope, because their bodies don't work the same, because it's not the same amount of weight, so it would take longer for them to strangle. And then there's a picture of I've drawn of people and what looks like possibly smaller people being hung, but they're still alive, so it's okay, I think, to draw and sell in a picture. I think.
Who's to know, Jack?
Worldaroundyou.com anyway, if you're interested, if you're listening.
There's been a lot's gone on, Jack.
It's been a busy week.
At the top, hours before we've come on air, fucking Virginia Giffre, the one that fucking Andrew nonced. She's dead.
Yeah, she is.
Apparent suicide.
But all I saw last night, right, and this isn't even me just being, oh yeah, and then this. I saw last night that she died from some mysterious illness that they wouldn't disclose. And I saw it I'm sure I had a news thing pop up on my Google News thing that said died from illness. And I saw it on, I think it might have been on X. But then this morning, as I've Googled it, it's not there. So they've obviously gone back and changed it and then said, now it's suicide.
All that means is the press report they got given at the time didn't have didn't have any sort of, not cause of death, but like any method of death like on there. So it means it hadn't been released yet, most likely. Or,
alternatively, it means they said, oh, we can't say they died of the illness because we gave her the illness from that new gun we've made. So we don't want people looking into the new technology. We've got the heart attack cannon. We've got the microwave gun that gives you a headache and controls you and makes you kill all your friends in a tent and pretend that you got attacked by Yetis. But now we've got this other thing that gives you, it's the AIDS gun. It's the secretive silenced AIDS pistol. But it's not actually AIDS, but we just call it that because people wouldn't know what this disease was called because it's just a combination of H's, 4s and 3s.
Super AIDS.
Yeah.
It's the super AIDS gun. We just make it sound really scary because it is scary. It's not related, but it sounds scary. And we paint it on the side.
Something they should do with bad diseases, though, is give them better names, isn't it? Like, cancer's not that scary as a name. But if they called it,
I would say that because of the reputation of the disease, cancer is now become an extremely scary word.
But let's say
put it this way, right? If I was like fighting someone, fight names, like you've got Donald Cowboy Cerrone, Johnny Bones Jones. If I came out and fought Kenneth Cancer Covington, I'd be like, this bloke's gonna fucking kill me. Or I'm fighting the Make-A-Wish kid.
This I'm not entirely sure bald. Which. That's stuff for us.
But I would say that I would disagree with that. I'd say a lot of viruses and illnesses do sound extremely scary. Malaria.
MRSA doesn't sound scary.
Yes,
it sounds
it does.
Like it could be a boy band.
Sorry, mate. But any fucking alphabet.
Mr. Tsar.
Sorry,
not scary.
CIA, FBI, DVLA,
DVD.
RNLI, all extremely scary
VHS,
authorities. All extremely scary.
Very welcoming. Too welcoming, perhaps. People weren't scared enough of it. It didn't survive. It didn't get the reputation it deserved.
Laserdisc was that friendly. It never kicked off the ground.
Yeah. CD, though.
Laserdisc sounded cool.
Through.
Laserdisc. It was too cool for us. But yeah, I don't trust any alphabet group. So I'm not trusting MRSA either. Okay. That sounds dead bad. Smallpox. Smallpox sounds fucking really annoying. Smallpox does sound less annoying than it is. Because it just sounds like you get a few little spots. It doesn't sound like something that could wipe out fucking thousands of people.
Yeah. Unless you rub cows. I think, didn't they have to rub cows? And they wouldn't catch it. I mean, that's what smallpox was. How Edward Jenner got the vaccine. Because he used to watch the milkmaids fondling the cow, messing with the cow's udders, quite possibly wanking from behind the fence, going, oh, look at the way she grabs that and pulls at that. And then he noticed that these milkmaids were outlasting everybody else around and figured it was some form of bacteria or something growing on the udders that stopped these women from getting smallpox and dying.
We'll put you off your wank coming to that conclusion, wouldn't it?
You've got to be a very clever man if you can think about that while you're wanking. Or if that might just be your process.
Yeah,
That's
you've
why
got to crack
in a lab.
You've got to crack fucking vaccines and like fucking antibodies and shit in order to come. What a really specific kink. Yeah, I actually have to be at the forefront of science in order to orgasm. If I don't produce some sort of chemical or vaccine, that can save millions.
The other way around. He's got to orgasm to come up with the vaccines. It's like a superpower, but it's also his own hindrance. The power's its own weakness. Because he's there at a university and he's like, oh, we've got some. His boss is there. Look, Jerry. Look, I know you like to show off. I know you're not showing that off. I know you're just showing off your skills, and that's incredible. But today we've got some kids coming from the local school, and they're on the fast track program. They could be going to Mensa. Now, we're not funded by the CIA, so we don't want to traumatize a room full of very smart children. We actually want them here in MIT. This is what we need. And then he's like, yeah, not a problem. And someone asks him a question, and it's something he's never thought of before. He's like, give me a moment. And he spins around, and all of a sudden he's got a cape on. This guy, not like a giant chicken, like a fabric thing. And some gun comes out from a cupboard and goes, da-da-da-da, like that as he gets changed. And then he just starts masturbating and tells them the answer.
Yeah. In my head, I've got he's been taken to MIT. Or he's been taken to... Oh, I can never remember the name of the fucking FBI headquarters or the CIA one. Doesn't matter.
Virginia. Summit Falls.
That's it.
Virginia Falls.
That's it. Where he's taken to the black labs. He's taken to the black sites. And they're like, look...
Just loads of dogs.
We know that every time you come...
These are the real ghost dogs.
You can cure an illness. You come up with a vaccine. So at first they're like, look, you've got fucking... everything you want. We've filled this bunker with beautiful women. There's like fucking champagne. There's everything you could possibly want here to have a good time. And at first it's great. He's just shagging regular, like your normal 1-on-1, 1-on-2. He's having a few ladies in the hot tub with him. They're having a little bit. Maybe they do some drugs together. Have sex. Just normal shit. But then it gets darker. He's like,
he takes so many drugs he invents things that don't exist.
No.
He's like the basis of all the conspiracy theories.
No, he's still curing diseases, but like, it's taking him more to come, to the point where
so he can't get the answer as quick.
To the point where no. Let me fucking explain, man.
You
just butting in, lad. You just fucking know. Well, then shut up. Like fucking hell, I'm getting there. You don't have to sell it. I'm on the fucking road, lad. It's coming. We've got an ethical question almost, Jack. Because the things he requires to get off are becoming darker and darker. It's not it's not just happy shit anymore. He's getting into really darker kinks. He wants to have his balls kicked. Then he wants to have someone else in the room getting their balls kicked. And it's getting darker. And they're like, look, he's getting closer to the big C. Like he's going to solve the problem for cancer soon. He's going to crack all the big ones, but he wants us to take a busload of bands down there and leave them for a month, and I just don't know if we can do it. And then you just got the president on the line, just send them in.
Sending the Mexican children.
Yeah. No, he specifically requested white ones. God damn it! Now this is a fucking issue.
Bleach. As they're coming through the door, rather than you're like breach. They just come through the door of this nursery and spray them all with domestos.
He flips through the phone book.
Well, peroxide.
Flicks through the phone book. He's like, that Delta project. We heard good things about them back in the day. Have we got any links to those guys still?
FBI guy just brings out a bag of ash. It's the best I can do, boss. Might get a couple of numbers, but I don't know.
Yeah, I like this.
I like the idea that he goes in the bunker and there's all these beautiful women around, and he's like, oh my God, and he's never actually been with a woman before. Not that he's gay, he's just never been with a woman. And
he's been like, focusing on vaccines too much.
Yeah, and just masturbating, just using his mind's eye and the odd thing on like a piece of paper that he's found under the nettles in the woods when he was a kid, and he's just kept in his pocket. Yeah. And he's looking at it, and he's looking at all these women, and he's like, oh my God, this isn't working. And one of the other scientists just goes, wait, I've got an idea. And he puts this hat on him, and it's got a bit of metal on the front, and then in front of it is just like an emptied out phone screen. And it goes in front of his face, and he can look at them through that. And then he's got another one which he can swap out for a Polaroid, but the picture bit's been cut out. And then he just watches women have sex through this broken phone or Polaroid. And then he starts masturbating, and it works.
Fantastic. An old analog wanker.
Yeah, he just can't. He can't hack like hands-on stuff, right. Digital, if you call it that.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of vaccines,
is that the segue? Okay, go on.
Robert F. Kennedy, R.F. Kennedy.
Yeah.
He's
your F. Kennedy, your cousin, my cousin F. Kennedy.
Our Bob Kenny, Bobby K, man. You know our Bobby K. Our Bobby K. I'm going to solve the health crisis. I think we're going to do fine. That much there. He's gonna solve autism. Don't know if you've heard.
I've seen the odd thing, but not looked into it. But
they've put a deadline on it. I think it's like 2030 or something. They're gonna find the cause of autism, which is, I mean, I don't know if he's tested himself. Be a good place to start because he's off his fucking rocker.
I wonder why they keep picking 2030.
One of the things where the conspiracists in us would say Agenda 2030, but
it's very strange. You go, we're going to solve autism. We're going to solve the climate crisis, the hunger crisis. It sounds a lot like they're going to kill autistic and hungry people.
I was about to say, it makes it sound like the world's going to end in 2030, doesn't it?
Yeah, and then they all just go, see, we did well, didn't we?
We
just
solved
get a live broadcast from the spaceship.
Cracked it.
And we're just there, and it's all hosted by Katy Perry. Live from the spaceship. This is my 12th minute on the spaceship. We're just leaving Earth now. And you're all going to die. But you know what that means? You know what that means? This guy was right. This guy was right. And it's just loads of like fucking American news presenters who've been ridiculed and pulled off the TV over the past few years. And GB News guys and that.
Like when someone reads their Patreon members at the end of a YouTube video.
Yeah. Or like when a celebrity dies.
Alex Jones, Milio Yiannopoulos, Andrew Tate, and all those fucking wankers.
And the premium subscriber, David Icke. Thank you very much.
The Rothschilds. So one of the things, in order to cure autism, he wants to track them all.
Oh, because they'll love that, won't they?
Well, that's going down a certain route.
Yeah.
Also, if we're going to go down that route, easiest group of people to get in trains.
Yeah, I would have thought.
If you fucking just show us a bunch of trains, we're going to be like, where's that going? I've never seen that one before. And if you offered me a ride, I'd be like, well, yes, please, sir. I would love to take a trip on that there rail device.
You could just make a cartoon about the superhero that gets about in vans, like an anime. Van Man. And then like a lorry man. And then in the back of his lorry. Yes. And he travels all around.
Transit man.
Yeah, transit man. And he gets all around.
Man? It/man.
Maybe. A nice little twist to get more of them on board.
Yes.
That's when they start to branch out. That's like the fourth series where they started to run out of ideas. They're like, oh, we should. What if he's not a man at all? What if he was something more? And it's transit man, and then all these people are mad into it. And every time they see a lorry, people are like, "Have you seen in the back of there? You should see it's done out like Transit Man's lorry, flatbed. Have a look." And they all go in there and they all just get fucking minced or whatever.
Yeah, I have no idea where that came from, mate, to be honest.
Instead of them going on trains,
because
they'd be more into it because they like anime and that, innit, and cartoons. I like cartoons.
That's a different, right? I haven't got that kind.
Oh, see, that's where we're different.
I
find it easier to watch cartoons.
I've very much swerved that, but I have spent like the last 4 days watching every single compilation available of Top Gear from the past, from its 20 years.
Yeah, I don't have that.
That's the sort of autism I've got. Find a topic.
I've started, so I'll finish.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's another one, is there? Well, I'd hate to see if I'd missed anything.
I don't want someone thinking I'm a quitter.
Yeah. Well,
I don't want someone to bring up. I don't want to say, "Oh yeah, I've watched loads of Top Gear," and then someone brings up the one I've not seen. Oh, look, an idiot.
Mate, what the fuck are you in my head?
I actually did that, but I did it with every episode of the Pokemon cartoon.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it fried my brain. That.
Yeah, there's a lot goes on though.
No, not really. Every sort of 80 episodes, it just repeats, but the different characters, but it's the exact same story.
A lot of slavery.
There is.
There's a lot of slavery.
I've got some. I think I had something for slavery. I think something about people being kept. Oh no, it was about chimps being kept.
Oh yeah.
Still sort of slavery, though. Do
you want to?
And it links back to universities.
I mean, in the same way that Pokemon was slavery because it was animals too, or to a degree. So
there we go.
So let's go Monkeymon slavery. Let's fucking hit us with it.
Well, it may not be a monkey. A monkey might be an overreach. It's actually known as a manimal, and there's been 2 of them sighted in Cambridge in October. I've even got a date, mate. October 27th, and then again on the 16th of December. The same creature sighted by two different people. One of them called themselves painfully sober. And they hate the fact that they've seen this thing because I think they're worried that people will be like, I don't think this is real. So they've come out and said they've seen it and it's not gone, I don't think they're going to be on the circuit giving talks. I think they'd rather have not gotten involved with the whole thing.
Yeah, but that's how I would play it if I wanted to sell a story as well. I'd be the begrudged fucking, I can't believe this has happened to me. I fucking hate these lads. It's like my fucking attitudes towards
women.
I'm glad you just said that because you could have said so many other things that would have been so much worse.
That's why there was a pause. It was like, no, can't, no. Women's okay though.
No, towards like the general conspiracy lot is it's that. I've lost the point I was about to say.
You just don't like them because you would want to be saying, I don't really believe in this. I don't think it's good. You don't want to look like a hack.
Like I would fucking hate to see what conspiracy would I really hate to fucking witness the most to be proven wrong.
Well, what about the Phil Schneider one, where he's in the deep underground military base and he gets attacked by a big grey man who fires lightning at his chest and scars his chest with lightning scars. So he's got the lightning scars. He's got other scars that he says are from the alien that I think he got shot by.
That's not the same thing.
No,
that's not the same thing.
But wouldn't you hate to be in Phil Schneider's situation there? Let's say it is real.
No, that's not what I mean. What I mean is, what conspiracy do I like sort of oppose and hate to the point where if I was actually like subjected to it, I'd be like, oh, for fuck's sake. There's no
turns out it's
fucking
real
way.
And you're like, this is a dumb thing to be real.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Exactly.
Okay.
Which one do I really not want to fuck up? I mean, Flat Earth would be an obvious one. Gang stalkers would be fucking mint.
Yeah, if you just start getting gang stalked, you get approached and they're saying, look, we're a man down. You almost look like the description of the guy that we had doing this last week. We only need you for 2 days. You've just got to follow this man. They give you a piece of paper.
Now that I'd love. That I'd actually love. Because first off, there's the part of like, shit, that these people are real. But also they've approached us, so I get to play the games now, and I get to have the fun. It'd be like, if you filmed us, it'd be like an episode of The Office, the hijinks I'd be up to. I'd be doing proper comical, literally cutting eye holes out of a newspaper sort of shit, wearing a long fucking Inspector Gadget style coat, like shit like that. But if it was the other side, like, oh mate, I'd be so fucking just like, not pissed off, just I'd be pure annoyed as fuck. Like my Instagram reels wouldn't be like the ones we see where you're like, look, he's following me. He's been following me around the store for 6 days now. Look at him. He's pretending to look at bagels, but he's not. He's putting the codes in. He's put my date of birth in his little tracking device.
He's looking through the hole of the bagel at me. I know he can see me.
That wouldn't be me. Mine would be, my reels would be like, they're here again. Lads, do you want to just come in for a coffee? Look, they won't even just like say hello. I've tried to acknowledge them. I'm offering them weed and that all the time. They won't come in, man. Like, the Mormons are easier to deal with than this. I can't fucking believe this shit.
No, it would be fucking... If they ignored you like that, be heartbreaking, wouldn't it?
Yeah, mate.
Because you're like, but you're following me. You're clearly trying to do something.
Yeah, like whoa, hot and cold.
Can't I work with you and we pick on someone else? You clearly want to be part of my life. You know,
or like you take over like your family photo albums and that. Like, look, you want to know? There's me
this
granny.
Is what I looked like when I was naked in a bath when I was 2. See, now you're implicated.
Nonce.
Yeah,
have this man arrested.
There's a loophole.
Yeah, if
you're stalking someone and they catch on, you go and take them pictures of you as a baby naked and be like, look at this. Yeah.
Or if you're being stalked and you catch on, you just constantly display pictures of yourself as a child. It has stress. It must be yourself.
Yeah, it can't be one of your own kids.
Yeah, otherwise you're just
not the same.
You are the stone that's going to kill the bird. Like that's not the set because then you're going to hit the ground as well. It's a great tactic. It's a great tactic. Another idiom that I've just literally made up. Great tactic is just display your own child porn of yourself on everything in your house, every electrical device, and then when they obviously download all of it, which they have to, you just fucking, excuse me, officer, he's got 26,000 pictures of me. I don't know why my mum took as pictures of me dressed as a sailor and a French secretary, as a French waitress and a cleaner and a fireman, and but he's got them all.
and he's got this odd one as well, a bit of an avant-garde one of when I was 11 and it was my last time and I did Freddy Krueger. And he's barely looked at that one. Not much sun damage to that one. Bit suspicious, isn't it, guys?
So yeah, we've got RFK wanting to fucking... He's going to solve autism, trap the autists, send us all into camps, re-educate us, do all that stuff, sell our hair for pillows. Virginia Schiffer's dead, which is obviously sound. The thing is, at this point, suicide is so obvious that like they're either pointing it in our faces and going, haha, we've done it again, or she has just topped herself. Because from those posts that we highlighted the other week, she was batshit mental.
Yeah, or at least being portrayed to be. Yeah. She could have been dead for weeks and they've been building this up.
Fucking...
Like Weekend at Bernie, you know.
Mr. Head Lizard, the one who was like, you will have nothing and you will love it, that Klaus Schwab, who was head of the World Economic Forum, stepped down within a week, him and his missus under investigation and arrested for misappropriation of funds, and what was it? Arrested under ethical and financial fraud and misconduct.
Do you reckon that's because they didn't step down when they were told they have to step down, and then they applied a bit of pressure to them, and then they stepped down, and they're like, right, look, we can't have the others thinking they can't do what they're told.
Yep.
So you didn't do what you're told. We're going to throw you under the bus, and then everyone else, be it who follows you, will do exactly what they're told.
He didn't sell the bugs. He didn't sell the bugs well enough. He told us we were all going to be...
the Zika virus mosquitoes?
I didn't know he sold any of them.
I don't know if he did. I thought that's what you meant by bugs.
No, he was one of the ones who said that we were going to be eating bugs by like whatever, probably 2030 again.
Oh,
like
yeah, it'll be 2030. Yeah.
I don't think he sold the bugs. I reckon the bug farmers who are really fuck big pharma. It's all about bug farmer.
They're not very good farmers either. If you're starting to farm bugs, what's this, 5 years in advance of when they're needed, you're wasting an awful lot of insects. They're not really known for the lifespans.
No,
so
Jack,
your profit's going down the pan.
No, it isn't, Jack. You're breeding. Think of the population they'll have by now.
I suppose.
Jack, what the fuck?
But still, as well though.
Until that point, just fish. Become a keen fisherman or fisherwoman. You've got plenty of bait. But that was a sound investment. Literally, there are people at the moment, my latest trend on Instagram is bug farmers. People, African gentlemen, trying to get me to set up a farm to farm bugs.
I've not seen any of this.
To feed livestock and feed crops and shit like that. Should be getting bugs, certain type of larvae. Great for fucking feeding the livestock. Great way of making money. No smell. He talked me through the whole process.
I bet there is a smell.
I bet there's a smell as well. There's
also
said
a smell. If you're farming bugs,
you could pay me.
It stinks.
You could pay me, an expert, to come and set this up, and all it was essentially was two boxed off, like 2 meter square areas of soil with just a layer of like some sort of trellis or something underneath to create like a bit of a barrier so the bugs can grow in it. I reckon I could probably do that of my own accord.
You could. Imagine if you got that at Christmas, though. Like, you know how they used to do you get a goat for this African lad. Oh, we've got him a goat in this village. And you're like, we've sponsored a well in your name. But you're like, oh, yeah, I've bought this fella over here in wherever, Ecuador, 30,000 crickets. You're like, why? Why have you done that in my name? I'm going to look like a dickhead now when he opens his door and they're all there. What's he going to do with them? They'll cause a plague? The plague of the locusts? Are you fucking...
They're going to think I'm biblical. They're going to think I'm coming with some biblical shit right now.
There's going to be statues of me there.
Not the time to be biblical. Pope's deed.
He is.
Pope's deed.
Do you reckon he died as a direct result of opening all those portals? Them 5 portals on either Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve, and he accidentally got possessed, and then they've realised and had to kill him. And wait for a holy holiday to kill him so that they've got more mystical powers. Potentially.
In all honesty, Jack, no, I don't. But if it makes you sleep better at night, then I'll believe it for you.
It's not that I'll sleep better at night. I just enjoy the idea.
Yeah,
it's more of a waking thing for me.
So do I. I would love it if he'd opened. I would. I'd love it if
he did open
portals.
Portals. That was in the news.
It's
something they do every. I think it's every 24 years.
Right, but their definition of a portal and your definition of a portal, I imagine, are 2 very different things.
I imagine this time they're actually quite similar. A doorway to somewhere where you can't see, and a door that you may not be able to see. You've just got to take the guy's word for it that it's there.
All right, yeah, exactly the same, yeah. Absolutely exactly the same. A carbon copy of your definition. But yeah, Pope's deed. I was reading some things about when the Pope dies.
He was a bouncer, wasn't he?
What?
Yeah, before he was a Pope.
Right.
Was he a bouncer at a nightclub?
He was a cardinal before that.
I'm not sure. I know he was a bouncer of a nightclub, though.
I don't think you can go from bouncer to Pope.
Apparently, any Catholic can become a Pope.
Yeah, I know, but usually it's a cardinal. Like, it's always a fucking cardinal.
Yeah,
however,
the way through it.
One of the things I read was that, and it's false, but it sounds fucking great anyway, is that his head cardinal is
well, we'll decide if it's real or not.
His right-hand man asked to check he's dead by hitting him on the head 3 times with a hammer. With a specific poke hammer.
That's very fucking Masonic.
Innit?
That's what the Freemasons, well, the Masons believe, where the guy, the leader got killed by the apprentice by getting hit with a hammer 3 times.
Yeah.
So that's pretty weird.
I think that's probably where the crossover is.
No, it would tie in with the building of a very significant building by fucking Benjamin Franklin, I think it was, in America as well, where he inscribed something along those lines in the wall just before he took off in his hot air balloon and tried to infect the local town with dysentery or whatever it was.
What, I'm going to hit the Pope in the head 3 times with a hammer?
There's something about the leader of the Catholics getting hit with a hammer, and then that ties in now to Masonic rituals. And
so that's probably where the ideas come from.
Maybe, or it's just something they've always done. Maybe it's something to do with the crow crowing 3 times, the cockerel crowing.
I think it's bollocks. I think that
you don't think he hits him with a hammer?
No, he
I
doesn't.
Reckon he's looking forward to it.
He doesn't.
Every time he sees him sleep a bit too quietly, he's like, oh, and he grabs the claw hammer out of his pocket.
No, it's a specific. Like, they even showed a picture of the hammer, but it's a hammer
like Timmy
used
Mallett's
for.
Massive one.
It's like gold, mate.
Oh, so
it's a ceremonial. No, it doesn't look like a soft hammer. It looks like a fucking hard hammer still.
The holy gavel.
It's pretty much, but like, it's used as part of another ceremony.
He's over his head. Going once, going twice.
Gone
to the afterlife.
Pope's gone. I don't really have anything else on Pope's gone. There's nothing. It's
he's what does it really matter?
He was a sound pope, apparently, of all the popes. Obviously, no popes sound because they're forever covering up the nonsense and everything else that goes on in the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
But as far as popes gone, pretty sound.
Very convenient, though, isn't it, to say that each pope was better than the last? Because you would look like a bit of a dickhead if you came out and went, not my favourite pope.
I would like it if they brought out a proper cunt one next.
They brought him out. Like, ladies and gentlemen, unveiling Pope 573.0. Pope Francis the 15th.
And this one was proper...
Chinese guy. Knows nothing about Catholicism. Just keeps going on about this factory that produces spoons. He's like, hey, come on, guys, come on. New spoon, new thing.
Spoons
the
and
wine,
car engines.
The holy wine, the sacrificial wine, or whatever it is, the sacrament wine, off of a spoon. Now, every church needs a new spoon.
We're going to move on, because that was dying a death anyway.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Pope talks hard, didn't it?
I think my house is bugged.
Do you?
I think they're coming for us.
Is that what they've been doing? Funny we mentioned
gang stalking, because so as you'll know, the landlady is selling this property.
Yeah.
So
the reason I know, ladies and gentlemen, is because I'm buying it.
yeah,
I'm sick of him living there, and I just want to cause him a bit of stress and discomfort.
Jack's just started renting all the places that I decide to move to, and
Anywhere he's lived, I'll have that.
What this is, these podcasts essentially are a way of me trying to pay off an eternal debt in order to shorten the time that I have to move from establishment to establishment in order to feel some comfort at night before Jack swipes it out from underneath my very feet. But now
that's why the amount of episodes is sped up a bit. He's
trying,
come on, another month.
Trying to bank a few so then I can move, find a place where you can't find me, because I'm guessing it's through my IP address that you're tracking it. That's why I'm not sending you the address so you can send me the new fucking book.
I was wondering why.
So, because they only announced last week they're going to sell the kip. They're like, right, we're going to have to send cleaners around for the estate agent and such. Okay, sound. So I pissed off for a few days because I don't want to deal with any of that shite. Nothing's been cleaned, and the cleaner's been in and cleaned, but nothing's been cleaned. Now I clean anyway, so like they would never have done. They couldn't have just come in and done the basics. They couldn't have just washed the floors and that. I already do that shit all the time. Everything was I cleaned thoroughly in preparation for a cleaner coming.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that, mate. I think that's an insult to them and their profession. They've been paid for 4 hours work, and then they get there and it's only an hour's work. Then if the landlord comes and sees they're not doing as much work, he'd be like, why am I paying you for 4 hours?
Right, but I left them work to do. Stuff that I can't.
A pile of dishes.
Nah, but it's like genuine, actual house cleaning stuff that they'll have the shit for that I don't.
Okay.
Come back, nothing done. But not even the floors that I'd washed, re-washed. And the more I explored the house, I saw like she's washed half the shower. You can tell she's washed till she couldn't lean in any further and gone, yeah, that'll do. That's fine. And then she's left the rest of the shower. Which made us think like, all right, what were they doing in my house for 4 hours?
Yeah.
Have I been bugged? So I think
have a look around.
Well, I'm gonna get a metal detector. I'm gonna start seeing what buzzes. I've already tripped all the fuses in the house just to be sure. And what I did is I went to the main part of the building. I flicked all them up and down a few times as well, just to be double sure. Then later tonight, I'm gonna go outside to the connector box on the other side of the street and swap everyone's internet connection over, just to make sure that no one's tapped the lines. And then
why don't you burn all the fuses out though and go Argos and buy like 50 hair dryers, plug them in all around the flat, put them on full whack, short circuit the building, and then return all the hair dryers the next day.
If I'm going to do that, what I really want to do is, whilst the hair dryers are all on, if I bought like a sprinkler system, hooked it up to the bathroom, the kitchen tap, and then had that spraying in an arc across all the hair dryers, that not only would that provide like a lovely steaming effect, which would clean the flat, but at some point it would. That steaming effect would be counteracted by an inevitable fireball, or a fireball times however many hairdryers there are.
But because of that steam, the smoke would be easy to squeegee off the walls. It wouldn't stick to the walls because of the steam. That's what house fires are missing. They're missing a good dampening first.
They are. If no one's ever set fire to a wet house.
No.
Because what you'd actually have there is just a clean property.
Yeah. It just take all the nicotine off the walls.
Yeah,
perfect.
I think what we should do is take this to not the BBC. We're not going to them, but if we take it to Channel 4 as a daytime show. Don't want to get
involved in their shady bits.
Daytime show.
Yeah.
We could go to like, we could even do it. The way we could market it first, because no one would want to pick it up. We'll help out people who need it for free first. So first off, we're going to go to this cattery. We're going to go to a cattery. The cattery obviously needs a deep clean. There's loads of cat shit in that everywhere. And we're going to clean the cattery for you. Leave the cats. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
He's been saying he can't afford to feed his cats. He can't clean it. He hasn't got the time. We've got the solution. We've bought 50 hairdryers. I have sent my bald companion to buy 50 hairdryers in order to return them tomorrow to say, I'm sorry, sir, none of these work. But first, we are going to plant them all around the cattery and we're going to spray a hose around as it goes. Ooh, the cattery's gone up. The cats are dead. His bills are down. His crisis is gone.
Join us next week.
Yeah.
Where we'll be saving Devonshire House Nursing Home. Yeah, sound. We could market this. Yet another fucking entrepreneurial idea.
Yes. Speaking of cat shit, that reminds me of shit generally. And that thing that you sent me about the fruit leather man. The guy that you know who I mean without
Mate,
giving it away.
I was genuinely we'll talk about it on this one. I was gonna save that for the Patreon, but no, we'll have it on this one.
Oh, we could save it.
No, we'll
have
it on this one. We'll have it on this one because there's other things. There's other things we can put on the Patreon.
Okay.
We could talk about Kanye is probably better for the Patreon.
Almost definitely. Yes.
Almost certainly with the direction that he goes, not even us. The direction he's taking things. That's a Patreon. So we'll swap up Kanye and this bloke. I like a deep dive on Reddit. Who the fuck doesn't? It's the scourge of society exists upon there, and everyone who thinks they're important, and a load of freaks. And this one was a fucking freak. So this lass has a boyfriend's into bodybuilding, and he's pretty obsessive with his diet. He's obsessive with not only what he eats, but like his macros. He tracks absolutely everything. She ate like some of his dried mango or some shit like that, what they call fruit leather. And
horrible name, innit?
It makes it sound dried mango just sounds better.
Yeah, fruit.
I like
leather.
Dried mango. Fruit leather.
In my head,
disgusting.
I was wondering if it was like one of them. Are they called sidewinders, fruit winders?
Yeah, like a roll-up.
Them Kellogg's
fruit
thing.
roll-up.
Yeah. It's just one of them, but they're trying to sound posh. They bought it from Booths or something.
Yeah, it's like fucking Marks and Spencers. But she'd taken a little bit of his fruit leather from his packet and he'd lost his shit at her. Funny, I should say shit. But lost his shit at her because he knows exactly how much is in a packet and now he'd have to do all his calculations again. So, like, he's pure fucking anal.
Yeah.
And she knows it's bad. She comes in one day. She comes back home. She goes to use the toilet. And by the side of the toilet, there's a plastic bowl, and it's got some sort of cartoon or something on it. And it like
Tommy from the Rugrats.
Tommy from the Rugrats, mint.
Yeah.
Made me think of the Rugrats. Not seen it in a long time. Love the Rugrats. Buzz and Shaw.
I like the dinosaur.
Yep, sick.
Yeah.
So the bowl smells of shit.
No, it smell of was it avocado oil?
Avocado oil and bleach. But there was also a smell of poo.
A faint smell of poo.
Smell of poo.
Until she sniffed the bowl harder.
And then the faint smell became stronger.
A lot less of avocado now. Now and it's just, this smells like my boyfriend's arsehole.
The bowl was sat on a pair of digital scales.
Yes.
She obviously goes to the boyfriend. What the fuck is this? His face drops, lies about it first, says that he
chinchilla.
Said it was weighing his chinchilla, weighing his pet chinchilla
because his chinchilla had been ill. Yeah,
had been ill.
I knew it had been ill.
And
but
she was
like, "No way."
The chinchilla hasn't been well, but it also doesn't stink of shit.
But it also doesn't alternate from weight between like a kilo and a half to half a kilo or whatever it was.
Some shit like that.
That'd be a mad an accordion chinchilla.
But he would then come clean and admitted for the last year to a year and a half he's been weighing his shit.
Yeah.
And to the 0.01 of a gram, he's been tracking it meticulously, watching how his diet affects it, how it affects his mood and everything else. Thoughts, Jack?
Well, I think you've got to be an idiot if if it takes you all of that equipment to realise having a good shit can change your day. I think that's something everybody knows.
I would go as far as to say any shit that I would say, like, if I think back and go, that was a good shit, that. It would have been made a whole lot worse if I had to spend half my time trying to catch it in a bowl.
Oh, yeah. It takes the relaxation out of it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, the weighing it's not the issue. What I don't understand is why not get really sensitive, decent scales that you could disguise as regular people scales that go down to 0.001 of a gram, and weigh yourself, have a shit, weigh yourself again.
Yeah.
That's what I don't get. Do that. That's
Yeah.
no one would cotton on. They'd find your
I've
little
got I've
notebook,
got another one.
a toilet that weighs it.
Don't be so fucking bothered. Just weigh yourself to the nearest gram like a normal pair of scales does.
Yeah.
Which you
Then
can
it's
do.
less for someone to figure out. Probably cheaper as well. Yeah,
Then you
doesn't have
don't.
to be so precise.
There's also no mess left behind. Oh, you've got a pair of quite accurate bathroom scales. Yes, I have.
Mm.
I like to keep my weight in
Yeah,
check.
I'm a bodybuilder. It's important to me.
Absolutely
No one
fine.
would ever find out
Now,
you're
I've got to be honest,
compulsively
Jack.
weighing your poo.
I've got to be honest, right?
Mm.
When I've done when I did my weight cut, for my last fight, one of the ways to fucking entertain myself was essentially finding out how much stuff weighed and how much it took me to use up stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If I ate I would eat my breakfast on the morning, I'd weigh myself obviously first thing when I got up. Then I'd weigh myself again after I'd had morning piss shit, whatever. And I'd be like,
Living
oh, right,
the life of a teenage girl.
that is the weight that I actually am on the morning. Once I've got rid of everything, I'm that weight. So that's my base weight. Then I'd
Right.
have my breakfast. I'd go, right, so that's how much I've put on when I've fueled. Then I'd go and train. I'd weigh myself again after that to be like, right, well, that's how much I've used up after fueling. That's how much exercise, that much of fuel, it's cost that fuel to burn. This is how much I'm in an excess, or I'm in not in an excess, in a deficit. So I could then work out how much water it took for me, how much time it took for me to digest how much water, whatever. And it was just games I was playing with myself to keep myself entertained, but also to give me an idea of what I could ingest as it got closer and closer to the weigh-in time. So the night before the weigh-in, when I shouldn't really be drinking water, because I knew I was doing all right, I would have 100 ml of water. Then I would keep weighing myself until I'd lost that 100 ml. I'd be like, right, it takes me fucking an hour and a half to use 100 ml of water. So I can allow myself 100 ml of water every hour and a half if I'm doing nothing, because I know I'll still burn it off. So I got a little, it became quite a fun
the
game.
OCD element of it.
Not even just OCD.
No,
just
but it would build to that though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
If you were doing that for 2 months, that'd be you for the rest of your life.
But at no point during that did I think, I'm gonna shit in a ball here.
Yeah.
That's really
the most I'd want to do with it is I'd want to maybe poo and aim the poo. If you could have some form of device that like a sex swing, but in a bathroom, and then you could have a model town built underneath, and you swing around on this sex swing that looks like some form of bomber, and then you shit from that, and then maybe you've set the whole floor as a scale. Yeah. Or you managed to knock King Kong off the Empire State with a poo. That, and then afterwards you're like, oh, the floor here says now this town weighs this much more. Let's get a load of them insects off that fella that was calling me up on sending me videos trying to get me to buy insects. Dump them in there.
Yep.
Cover that over. Build a new city. Oh, Shanghai. I fucking shit on Shanghai tomorrow, and we'll weigh that. Then maybe yes. And I think that would probably get me to affect my diet more as well, because then I'd want to have different styles of poos to affect different buildings. But I don't think you could get me to weigh.
You could also it depend on the start, the type of poo. You could change the city based on that.
Yeah, go with historical law and that. Go for a seaside town for a tsunami, and you're like, right, well, 3 tablespoons of chili flakes and half a glass of water for tea tonight.
Yes, that's the sort of appropriate shit I want to see. I want to see a giant. I want to see. Oh, where did the meteors hit? Well, this is what we're gonna hit tonight. We're going to Central Eurasia. We're going to Mongolia tonight, and we're dropping meteorites on it.
You just, but how'd you end up making yourself shit like a rabbit? Rabbits eat grass and that, innit? I don't know if we would do that, but there must be a way. Dehydration, I would imagine.
Yeah, it is dehydration because I've done that.
Yeah.
You never notice. You've got to have done them, mate. Where you feel almost ball bearings of shit, and you're like,
yeah, but I've never really figured out what causes it, innit? I was trying to think what's made me do that, but
I've got to be honest,
dehydration.
mine is usually if I'm really true to myself, that's usually happened at the end of a few day session.
Yeah.
That's when
you've just not been paying attention or
when
looking
I'm
after yourself
depleted.
at all.
That is
Yeah.
when the funkiest times happen. Like, and you're like, oh, my body really isn't thanking me for everything, for all the Class A's I've just put into it across the weekend.
You
It's
know,
almost
up
as
here,
if,
we're having a lovely time. Why can't you down there get involved?
yeah, and
Why have you got
also,
to bring me down?
also when you're down there pulling out crazy shapes and fucking methods and modes that I've never seen before, it really confuses up here and it makes it really difficult. And if it's an awkward wipe, then it's going to ruin my buzz. Because I've got to be nothing worse. There is nothing worse than being on a session, going to the toilet, whether you're on trips, mushies, pills, or coke. I would say K, but yeah, fuck K. And then not only needing a shite, but the first wipe when you go, this isn't just a clean and go situation. That is the worst on drugs. Worse than like being pulled. Worse than the polis pulling up. Worse than any of that, because it's like there's no way this could be a positive and enjoyable situation. This is just literal shit.
Do you shit to come up? Like
So I used to, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to have to.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
fucking bizarre. Cause you're like,
yeah, but
because then you're like, I gotta feel a bit rough here. Go toilet. Oh, this is what's going on. Oh, it's this again. Oh, fantastic. And then when you wipe your ass, you're like, oh my god, I'm never gonna get this clean.
And then you end up...
And you're getting distracted as well. And you're like, oh my god, I've got to remember to clean my ass.
Genuinely spent a good 70% of my come-ups between like 18 and 22 in toilets.
Yeah.
Because that's where they happened. Exactly what you've just said. I've taken a pill or two, and then an hour or so later I've gone, that's done now. So I've taken a second or third, and then 10 minutes after that I've gone, oh, I need a shit. And then as soon as I've gone for the shit, I've started to fucking come up. And then as soon as I've gone for the immediate smoke outside afterwards, which is essential, by that time I'm trying to grip the nearest surface to be like, you're actually going to take off if you don't fucking chill out for a second.
I've never tried it, but I have always wondered, is it just the coldness of the toilet seat touching your arse and the sort of shock of it that distracts you for that split second?
No, because I've used warm toilets.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh.
It is literally I don't know if it's the flushing of whatever or if it's just the motion of your body doing stuff, but the release is fucking the cause. It's the same as, to be fair though, it might just be a difference in body state, because I used to do it with showers as well. Like I'd quite often go and have a shower and I'd come up in the shower.
Oh, no, that'd be awful. It's
Love
way
that
too.
shit,
that would be so intense for me. I wouldn't like that at all.
Love that shit, man.
Not a fan of a shower anyway. I don't like the feel.
Yeah, we've established that before.
Yeah. I just saw the idea of doing that where everything's a bit more extreme. Not a chance.
Oh, mint.
No. I used to like drinking in the shower and trying to have a fag in the shower.
Trying to have a fag in the shower?
Yeah. Have a rollie in the shower. Just shower on your back.
Rollie's even better because you got to roll it first.
Pre-roll it, of course. You have that in the shower with a glass of whiskey or it wouldn't be a glass. It'd be an old plastic bottle of Coke that I'd half filled with some cheap whiskey. Chugging that in a shower. having a toot on a rollie. Hot water on your back. Fucking look. It's like having a bath, but you don't have to wait for it.
The fucking hell. At least we found a way you can enjoy bathing yourself.
Yeah. It's just a shame I can't really drink anymore and I've given up smoking cigs.
Yeah.
Just take away any joy from myself.
I mean, a joint in the bath's incredible.
Never partaken. I never used to enjoy baths. Our bath, the guy that lived there before and painted it with various coats of emulsion. So whenever you had a bath, you came out of it covered in rock hard bits of paint. And then you'd peel them off yourself a few days later and it put me off baths.
I'm guessing he never used it either then.
I think he did, and then I think he kept covering it up again with more emulsion. He built a second staircase going up the staircase on the ceiling.
You came from a very special place, didn't you, Jack?
A very strange area, yeah. The guy that lived there before us as well used to rob massive rocks from work in a wheelbarrow and then bury them in holes in his garden while he was pissed as well.
What?
He was a very, very strange man.
Any reason why?
He wanted the rocks. But then he was too scared because he was always drunk and paranoid, apparently. So he was too scared to do anything with them. So he hid them in his garden and buried them.
What was his plan to do with them?
I don't know. I would imagine maybe build a rockery or a wall or an outhouse. You could have probably built a small outhouse with the amount that I dug up. They were fucking huge as well. Some of them like bigger than my head. Some of them like the size of my torso. Maybe they're twice the thickness of my torso and the size. Massive fucking things. And he just used to wheelbarrow them back from the stately home he worked at, dig an hole, bury them. And then he also used to bury empty cans, like beer cans, in his garden to hide them from his wife. And I love the idea of this wife not cottoning on that her husband's a severe alcoholic. Yeah, yeah.
And a rock
because he's
hider.
burying it. Yeah, yeah, because he's digging holes in the garden like a fucking child killer.
Yeah, mate, you're from such a fucking strange place.
Yeah.
And I say that from someone
wasn't
from
even
a strange place.
It wasn't where I grew up. It was where I moved to. I moved from one place to there. But yeah, it was odd. What about this blocking the sun stuff?
Thank you. That was going to be my last point for this episode as well. Yeah, the UK have announced plans to reflect some sunlight away from us in order to battle global warming somewhat, reduce pollution.
Now, what does that sound like to you, other than like Mr. Burns, like ignoring the Simpsons? What does it sound like?
Fucking mental.
It's the aluminium stuff, isn't it, that people have been talking about for like 2 decades. That they've been testing putting aluminium in the sky above Saudi Arabia to cause it to rain to control the clouds.
Cloud seeding.
Yeah, it's that, which is essentially what the layman calls fucking chemtrails. That's essentially what it is.
Different things.
But people ascribe the cloud seeding stuff to chemtrails. Chemtrails are supposed to be a part of HARP that help to resonate the frequencies across the sky from HARP.
Yeah, that's a load of connections there to things that aren't connected.
Do you think?
Yeah, 100%.
I thought cloud it was all proof of each other.
Cloud seeding exists. Chemtrails are not cloud seeding. Those are two different things. Chemtrails are bollocks. Like,
he's scared of that bug in his flat, guys.
Just in case anyone's listening,
because no one's listening to this.
Bollocks. No, I don't like. Is it aluminium oxide getting sprayed in the air, or what I like to think of
for the cloud seed?
No, I mean here for us.
I don't know.
What I like to think is it's we're gonna literally put just a net of mirrors over the UK.
And then if one of them slips slightly, we just manage to burn other countries. That's what it would do, innit? It would.
Doesn't sound like. I mean, where's
the
nearest country that we could possibly burn? I don't think
Wales.
Anyone's gonna mind. Oh no, well, I was gonna say France,
Scotland.
Okay.
Oh,
that's part of us, you dickhead.
No, it's not. I don't think the Scottish and the Welsh would like to hear that.
It said the article announced the UK.
Oh, true. Yeah, we've also got Dragonfire. That's now been like properly confirmed.
Dragonfire has been confirmed.
Yeah, even though it was, I'm sure, confirmed a couple years ago as well. But that's resurfaced this week or a week and a half ago.
Yeah,
which is a massive laser that they can pinpoint from a satellite in the sky to fucking destroy anything beneath them.
Yeah, both of these things, by the way, are just James Bond things.
Yeah, yeah. They've also invented this massive table you can strap blokes to and burn them and cut them in half with a laser pen.
Yeah.
It's mad what they're coming up with.
It's absolutely crazy, and all these weapons are coming into like Aston Martin as well. Aston Martin have released a brand new selection of cars that all have guns attached.
Yeah, and you can't see any of them.
But it's funny because we're living in James Bond times, but like at the point where no one being a spy is not cool anymore.
No, and the guy that's kind of closest to James Bond, most of the world despises, it seems, which would be Elon Musk. He seems like he's the closest to.
No, that's not the one.
Do you not think?
Are you kidding?
Who would be? He's got all the tech.
Elon Musk's yeah, exactly. No.
I wouldn't say
no. Because
you think he's a villain?
James Bond doesn't have the tech. James Bond gets given it.
Yeah.
Elon Musk's a villain. Elon is literally all of the villains. They are usually people who have South African son of a mining family who made money on a bunch of tech companies that he had no real ideas for and just made money off the back of, now controls social media, which is literally one of the blokes controls media in like GoldenEye or some shit like that, or Tomorrow Never Dies. The one where they go through, it's not Hong Kong, some Asian country on a big chase, maybe Vietnam. but it literally controls like mass media. Like he couldn't be any, and has a hand in the president's pocket. Like he couldn't be any more of a Bond villain.
Okay, who's James Bond then? Who's the
we fucking
real
don't know
life
because
Bond?
he'd be a spy, you knobhead.
Nah, but he goes around telling everyone. There'd be whispers on the internet. I met this fella yesterday. Said he was a spy. And other people going, I've met him as well.
Okay, if you want to put it like that.
Yeah. He kept perving on all the women in the shoe part of the shop. And went, it's okay, don't worry. My name's da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Yeah. So someone that people have heard in passing, it could be. Imagine if it was Epstein, and they've caught him, and they've gone, look at what he was doing. Whereas it was the guy that he was trying to capture, and they've just pinned it all on him.
We wouldn't know Bond.
Like a 4D chess.
Only the people at the top would know Bond.
Yeah, we just see the results of his actions.
Yeah, and people we know would be impregnated by him.
Yeah.
That's all we would know.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this lass we know who works as a secretary at this fucking
nuclear submarine base.
Yeah, at this laser factory. She is having a very English child.
It would be a lot easier, wouldn't it, if they just hired ugly women then for receptionists and things like that.
That's the play, you know. Yeah, if I
go
worked
for that,
like,
and then there's less spies coming in.
Just a bloke.
We'll go for, yeah.
Just blokes. Like I would have the most impenetrable company if I was like fucking JB fucking nuclear laser weapons. Please don't look in this bomb sector business Acme Studios company. If I had that, I'd just have a bloke on the desk, and then like I'd have the women doing other things that he wouldn't try and fuck them about.
Yeah.
I'd have a woman as me henchman.
Or as the main scientist, because they're not giving up the information. They know how important it is.
Exactly, they're doing science as well. They
and
don't have time for. They're also
modern.
And also most scientists, autists, not interested in shagging.
No.
Oh, what's that, Mr. Bond? Put your penis away. I'm trying to solve this problem.
And then they just start masturbating frantically, staring at them. I've got it.
It's the cows. It's cows udders.
Sunlight.
It's
get rid of sunlight, and there's no cancer.
Right, that's it. We're up to an hour. We smashed it. We covered conspiracies. We skimmed through them like you go through one of them little scrapbooks, like dead fast. Join us on the Patreon where we're going to talk about Kanye West and hang on, what else? We're going to talk about.
I've got a linguistic cheat, and I've got an unethical question.
You've got an unethical question. And we're also going to talk about, finally, Magdalena Solis, the Mexican cult lady. I've fucking found it again. It's going to come to an end. It's been ages. I've dragged this out. And do you know what, Jack? It's not worth it. But join the Patreon to listen to it.